of a new manuscript, you need a book coach to help you write a great one. To discover the perfect coach for you, contact wordsmatterpublishing.com.
The Chronicles of Cypuric, Chapter 1. The sixth graders of Mr. Venegas' class at Nikola Tesla Elementary School stared at the classroom clock, impatiently waiting for the bell to ring. This bell would signal the arrival of 12:30 p.m., the time of recess. Each pair of feet shuffled under each of the desks, ignoring Mr. Venegas' rattle on about onomatopoeias and alliteration. Kira Nelson, one such sixth grader, also glanced up at the classroom clock, then back to her digital watch. She brushed her jet black hair out of her face, wondering if the two clocks were in sync. Both her watch and the classroom clock ticked off the seconds, and each student muttered the countdown. Then the sharp, piercing sound of the dismissal bell rang throughout the entire school, sending grades 1 through 6 out to the playground. Kira was one of the first students to bolt out the classroom door. She grabbed her jacket from her locker and ran towards the exit. "Hey, Kira," a voice called from behind her. Kira turned around and saw that it was her best friend, Luke Owens, an athletic fifth grader with short brown hair and freckles from Miss Nicoletta's class. Standing beside him was another one of her friends. "Yeah?" Kira knelt down and tied the laces of her sneakers. Luke bounced a rubber kickball on the tile-tall floor. "Want to play soccer with us at recess?" "Sure." Kira walked towards the north exit with Luke and her friend. They laughed and chatted down the hall, making jokes and telling stories about their days. Suddenly, Kira saw a large red bird crash down from the sky. "Guys, I just saw a bird fall out of the sky." Kira rushed outdoors and onto the playground with her friends right behind. She whipped her head around, scanning the jungle gym, then the blacktop, and then the field, looking for the mysterious bird. Then she spotted a flash of red beneath an aspen tree. "Gotcha," she murmured, beelining towards the object. The bird appeared strange up close. Kira knelt down and gazed upon it. It was like a large bird, but it had 4 legs, shimmery red scales, and 2 scarlet wings folded on its sides. One wing was bent at an odd angle, and the creature was breathing heavily, sending little puffs of smoke out of its nostrils. Golden blood leaked from a wound in its side. Kira opened her mouth to speak, but instead she heard the creature speak. "My name is Adirna." The creature spoke in a strange, fluty language, and its voice was weak. "What are you?" Kira was surprised to hear herself reply in the language of the dragon, the one that she had never heard. "A dragon of fire," the dragon replied. Kira stopped, too confused to ask another question. She definitely had to be hallucinating. Dragons didn't exist. "Kirvan." "My name is Kira." "Kirvan, Kios is coming." "Kira," Kira's friend said, running towards her. "Are you okay?" The bluntness of the English language snapped Kira out of her private conversation with the dragon. Of course not. This weird bird dragon thing just started speaking to me. Her friend gave Kira a weird look. Kira, there's nothing there. Don't you see the dragon? Kira's breath caught in her throat. Luke ran up to the two girls. What's wrong? Luke, go get Mr. Rogers, please. Luke gave Kira a worried glance before driving back to the school building. All of a sudden, Kira lurched forward and retched as bile rose up in her throat. Something dark was nearby and she could sense it. Kira Nelson, you shouldn't be at school like this, a voice commanded haughtily. Kira looked up into the stern eyes of Vice Principal Rogers. Ugh, was all she could grunt in reply, falling to her knees. Neely, please go tell the front office to call Miss Nelson at once. Tell her that Kira has fainted, Mr. Rogers ordered. As soon as Neely was gone, Mr. Rogers leaned down and stared at Kira square in the eye. Remember, you saw nothing. His eyes flashed blood red, then he turned his back to Kira, facing the dragon. She saw his fist rise up and she thought she heard a cry of pain. Adirna, Kira tried to say, but the ground swayed towards her and the world went dark.